So, let us continue our adventures in Pendragon, where we were leading Lady Rhiannon on a quest to, well, hopefully defeat Mordred, though last time we had found out about the possible location of Excalibur, and that's where we were planning to go. Now, before embarking on further adventures, I'd like to take a little time to reflect on especially the first fight that we had in our last video. So at the very beginning of the game, Lady Rhiannon gets into a fight with two wolves, a normal wolf and a badass wolf. And what happened is that I almost lost. I almost lost that fight, even though I think I tried to play it pretty well. And so here's the way that I was thinking about that. Most games would really be built around the logic that the first fights or the first challenge situations that you get into shouldn't be too hard, right? For a mildly competent gamer, for a mildly competent somebody who's already knows the game a little bit, the first few fights should be kind of easy, especially if the reason that the fight could be difficult is that you don't have many options yet. And that's exactly the situation I was in, right? I have Lady Rhiannon, but her alone, so I can't work together with two different characters. I can't have one character sacrifice themselves for a tactical advantage. I can't have them sort of get into a nice position where the wolves couldn't do anything. I only have Lady Rhiannon herself. And Lady Rhiannon's special ability wasn't very useful at all during this particular fight. So basically all I had were the basic moves with a single figure, and the enemy was stronger than I was. So defeat seemed a very serious option. In fact, I at some point thought, well, this is going to be it, right? I can't run away. I can't defeat these wolves. The first fight of this game is also going to be the last fight of this game. And in most games, the game developer would think, that is a disaster, right? We can't have that. We have to ensure that this player is not put into this situation. Pendragon does put me into that situation. Does that mean that Inkle has made some grave blunder in thinking through how combat encounters in Pendragon work? Not at all. I think what it shows us is that Pendragon is built on really a very different design philosophy. Here's what happened in that game, right? What happened is that Lady Rhiannon's morale got all the way down to 0, which would normally mean that you are going to flee, but I couldn't flee. And the game instead put Lady Rhiannon into a rage which allowed me to have a chance at killing all of my enemies. And well, if I didn't do that, I would probably have died, but it actually gave me enough advantage against these two wolves to just kill them and win the fight. And so that's what I did, right? I killed them and I won the fight. And it was really dramatic. And it was actually kind of fun, right? That's how my game starts. Lady Rhiannon, all alone, gets into an unwinnable battle against these two badass wolves, but then she, bam, goes into a rage because she's so angry that she won't be able to help Arthur, that she just kills and slashes them, even though it permanently wounds her. And that's great. That's a brilliant way of starting off this story. So, actually what I think is going on is that the people at Inkle, when they're designing Pendragon, they have so much faith in their own narrative engine that they allow us to get into what, from a purely tactical or strategic point of view, might seem to be terrible situations. Because their idea is those terrible situations can be great narrative fun, right? It's kind of weird to have a tactical board game where if you lose, suddenly the game comes up with some weird way to give you an advantage, a bonus, a last chance, and then you get to try it and you win, right? That might not be very satisfying. I mean, if you imagine like you're playing chess against the computer and you're losing, and then suddenly the computer says, "Hey, here you get another queen, but now you only have 5 moves to win." Okay, maybe you win. Is that satisfying? I don't know. It's weird, right? It's not like you've really won. But of course, I mean, in chess, the game of chess is not part of this greater narrative adventure. And in Pendragon, this little board game is part of a greater narrative adventure. So it's a very different situation. And I think that it actually worked kind of well. I mean, I had to wrap my head around it a little bit, but the more I reflect on it, the more I think it was actually a success. And it reminded me of something that I think it was John Ingold, one of the game designers. I think he wrote on Twitter that one of the problems they ran across relatively late in the development process when people were trying out the game was that people didn't really want to sacrifice their characters. They didn't want their characters to die. And the game designers found this problematic because often the greatest narrative payoffs are in situations where one character sacrifices themselves for another or dies for other reasons. I mean, that's the stuff of stories, right? And so one of the things I think that's happening in Pendragon, and that you have to wrap your mind around because you're really not used to it, is that this is a tactical board game that, in some circumstances, almost goes out of its way to show you that failure at the board game is acceptable. And I'll give you just 2 examples of that. One example is that sometimes characters will actively, like with a thought balloon over their head, suggest sacrificing themselves. It's like Morgana wishes to sacrifice herself for tactical advantage. And sometimes this is actually a brilliant move, and sometimes it's completely stupid. And there are actually much better moves available. But somehow having this thought balloon, having this character think, "Oh, I want to sacrifice myself," makes me as the player feel not bad about sacrificing them, right? And I think, hey, why not? It helps me. Maybe it helps me enough that I can already see that I'm going to win the battle as a whole and that they'll just come back to me. Nothing is lost. And it's great fun, right? And it can even be advantageous in the longer run because sometimes when people sacrifice themselves and get rescued, they might gain special abilities. But I think the game really goes out of its way to sort of make it psychologically possible, easier for the player to actually sacrifice their pieces, something that normally you might not be willing to do. Not in a tactical board game, but especially not in a game where the characters are, where they are your avatars, where you are playing with these people. And so really, the game is trying to do this job of explaining to you that for story reasons, you can kind of do things in the tactical board game that might not be optimal, but also for tactical reasons, you might do things that, if you're just focusing on the story, might seem to be dangerous and maybe ill-advised. No, right? Trust our narrative engine. That is sort of the basic message here. Trust our narrative engine and have as much fun as you can. And so that was one example. Here's a second example. So in my previous game, I had a lot of heroes, and they all died, like all of them, and I ended up playing only this one old peasant woman, who then suddenly, in a difficult battle, was joined by a completely new hero that I had never encountered before, even unlocking this hero for me for future fights. In fact, that was Lady Rhiannon, whom I'm playing right now. And that's kind of amazing, right? It's kind of the game saying to you, you cannot screw up. Because even if you sort of lose every, like, halfway competent character that you have, here's the story engine. And who knows in what ways it might help you out. Right? Just go with the flow. This is the one roguelike where you never should be thinking, I'm probably going to lose, let's restart. Right? Like you might think halfway through Faster Than Light, when everything is going badly and you've lost half your crew and you still don't have a decent weapon, and you're like, I can't win. I know that I'm losing. I already know it. There's no reason to play on. Pendragon is never like that. Okay, let's actually play some Pendragon. Let's click continue. And let's see where we left off. Here's the original home of Sir Gwynon. That's this guy who has joined me. But really, where I want to go is I want to go to the Monastery of the Lake, because that is my clue to finding Excalibur, and that is a subplot that I am eager to pursue in this particular game. So let's go to the Monastery of the Lake. So at these final watches of the night, you generally lose 1 heart per person, and if you have enough rations, you can. Ooh, I don't really understand how this works. Sometimes if you use more rations, you are going to actually. It's bad for your morale. Maybe because it's the last of the food. I think it's important for me to increase my morale, so I'm going to actually. I don't know, do this. Oh, morale decreases. I shouldn't have done that. Oh no. Okay, so it apparently mattered a lot to whom I gave this food. I should have given it to the lesser character. Okay, that was a mistake. One learns as one plays. The monastery seems quiet and abandoned. This is where the knight told us he brought Excalibur. But why here? A dog. Okay, what was my... I can vault an obstacle, and I can run through. Well, nice, I guess. Brothers, are you here? Probably not, but there are some other people. Well, people, there are some animals here. So actually, one thing that you really have to look out for, you really have to watch out for any enemies getting here. They will kill one of your characters who is not on screen if they manage to get there. I can kill the rat, but if I do that, this wolf or dog is probably going to kill me. So let me do 1 stab. The rat can't really go anywhere, and if the dog moves, I can kill the rat with impunity. Well, not if it moves there. So I can't kill the rat because then the dog can charge me. So if I do this, I'm probably going to see this. Ooh, yeah. This may hurt Lady Rhiannon's symbol. So I can't do that. What can I do? I can play for time by bringing Sir Gwyn in. Oh! I hear you, stranger. Know that God protects me. He is never merciful. Who is this? The monk. Won't attack people. Cautious, unintelligent, no melee attack. So this guy is not a threat. Also, I can now kill the rat. God and me have always got along. I'm here for Excalibur. So clearly this is the kind of thing I was hoping for. Well, he does have a point. What shall I say? He believed he was alone. Perhaps Arthur will not wield Excalibur, but I will. Seems like this might be more successful in winning over the monk, the left option. But I'm feeling like the right option. doesn't sound very helpful. I mean, this way I threaten the dog. Show me the lake of the sword. Well then, I'm going to get a new location. I will take you to her. Ooh, that's nice. I have a new follower, the monk, who has a new ability, frighten away beasts. Scare away nearby beasts. That sounds quite powerful, actually. If it really frightens them away in the sense of taking them completely off the... Ooh, interesting. If it scares them completely off of the board, they would be quite good. Along for the ride, Brother Benedict is not a leader. If Lady Rhiannon dies, the monk will not take over. That's interesting. I've never met a character like this before. This is probably really a kind of sort of quest character who's going to, I assume, disappear at the end of the quest. And he can't take over the party, right? Normally, if your leader dies, you just get a new leader. I think if I die, Sir Gwyn is going to take over. He's a normal character. But apparently Brother Benedict is not a character who can take over the party. Run through. I mean, that seems completely useless, but on the other hand, why not? Because your resolve, it doesn't carry over to another battle. So I can use it with impunity and see the ability in action. From the walls of this monastery begins a winding path through many stone gullies and secret openings. But the monk can bring us there. Lady Rhiannon races to keep up. Well, I assume this is going to bring us to the lake. Yes, the lake of the lady. I probably can't go anywhere else, right? That wouldn't make any sense, no. The only one where you can see the name. Strange that we have another phase of tiring, but I'm not really sure how often you get them or why you get them at certain points and not others. In the lake of the lady. Ooh, so Gwyn hangs back. So this is also something that sometimes the game decides that not your entire party is going to be part of an encounter, and this is of course especially true with, I wanted to say story encounters. I guess every encounter is a story encounter in this game, but I mean, this is generally not going to happen if you're facing a difficult fight, right? I mean, it wouldn't keep your characters back if that was where you were. Ooh, I can vault obstacle. Why not? Nice. Uh-oh. The snake moves away. Usually, snakes... let's see how a snake... I can't even see how a snake moves. Some of these animals attack diagonally, some of them don't. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I have fought snakes before. I think it's changed to linear stance. Can strike linearly without moving. Stays in the water. Run through? How could I use that? I can't use that, can I? It seems to claim that I can use it, but I don't really see a capture. Oh, yeah, I can probably capture one of these bushes. That's not really what I want to be doing. I mean, it is what I do want to be doing. I don't want to use this. I don't want to use this. I just want to go there. Another snake. Lady Rhiannon wants to sacrifice herself for tactical advantage. That would be, I don't know, maybe Sir Gwyn is going to come in if I sacrifice myself, but this guy isn't going to do anything. He's not going to take over. That's precisely what we've been told. So it doesn't seem like the safest possible move. Hello, snaky snake. Yeah, well, you come here, man. Vault obstacle. There's nothing here, no lady, no sword. But the trip has not been wasted. I can see River Astolat from here. I don't know. A narrow point where the river blocks the road. We'll need to be on our guard there. Is this really going to be sort of it? No lady, no sword? I wonder. That's strange. You don't have to fight alone. He's sort of pointing out that, if you can keep up, that I could have placed him on the battlefield. So I'm not learning anything about Excalibur. That is really kind of strange. What a strange lake of the lady. I wonder whether that river is going to teach me anything if I go there. I think I'll try. Let's go to River Astolat. At least we have a lot of morale. It would be great to find some food, because we have no food. Of course, I'm speculating about this Lady of the Lake thing. Maybe you can find Excalibur only sometimes. I mean, failed quests are part of the story too, I suppose. Or maybe we did something wrong, or maybe something is going to happen later. So here we have some more marshland with apparently some more snakes. Why does it have to be snakes? I think the usual thing to say is, oh, a lot of snakes. I want to get you. Run. We have a lot of morale and a lot of resolve. That's good. I'm going to immediately bring in Sir Gwyn. I think this snake, well, it can jump over a blocked square, but I don't think it can actually attack over a blocked square, right? So if I go here, it can attack me. If I go here, yeah, okay, it can attack me over a... Apparently it can attack me over an obstacle. So I probably need to do not that. Of course I can't go there. A new scabbard for my sword. So, avoid obstacle and run through. Run through might actually turn out to be useful here at some point. So Gwyn doesn't have any special moves yet, right? So we have to be aware of that. Can we do this? Yes, we can. If this guy moves forward, I will be able to run it through. If one of these moves, I probably won't be able to do that. I don't think that's how run through works. So this is sort of the most disappointing thing that could be happening. I want to sacrifice myself for tactical advantage. Yeah, but I'm not sure it's good enough. Right? I mean, okay, this guy is nice, but can he win against two snakes? This gives me some more options, right? Now I think I can run through this one and just get to the final square. Woohoo! I probably could have done that earlier. I charge into the snake. Well, the other ones disappear into the grasp. So that's an example of how this run-through ability is helpful, right? You can kill an enemy that is defended by another enemy, which is exactly what we did. So where can we go? Circle of Blackstone. Once a place of worship, now long abandoned. Sadok's Fortress. Yeah, I think I'm kind of tempted. Or we can go to St. Hust's Library, because why not? It's the original home of Sir Gwyn. We can do that. I'm interested to see whether there's any more story going to develop around Sir Gwyn. Possibly, if this is a civilized place, we can get more followers or some food. Which you can get anywhere, by the way. We haven't had much luck with food yet. Haven't found a lot of food. At least it's not abandoned. Oh. You know, it's not abandoned, but instead there is a Knight of Sir Mordred. Exactly what we were looking for. That's right. Ooh, another Knight of Sir Mordred. But that means that the first Knight of Sir Mordred is going to die. Yes, no one here will mourn me. Because... why would you mourn someone who wins? Great question. Achievement unlocked. Defeat 30 knights. Oh, I'm so afraid of you, Sir Knight. I'm so afraid of you. Oh, another knight. Let's see. I can bring in Seguin. I mean, this guy is in diagonal stance, so I could also take up a position next to him. Then he will be able to escape only there. I can pursue him. Of course, there's this guy. Might be worth trying. Ah. Well, I guess that works too. Although, on the other hand, I'm almost at the edge of the board. You don't have to kill anyone, right? You just have to get to the final square. Yeah. You can't stop me. Ooh, that seemed to be a typo. So, I mean, they can't stop me, right? I go here, and there's nothing they can do. I mean, they can try to block the square by going there, but then I'll just kill them. So I'm winning this map. I think that is clear now. And they realize it too. So one of the things that that Pendragon does, and it really reminds me of 80 Days, is that you have these conversations in which you learn about new locations. Right, that's what's happening here a lot. I think they've already mentioned 3 new locations that are going to appear on my map. It's not the case that every location you ever come to will have been mentioned to you in a conversation, but a lot of them will. Maybe if we rest, I don't know if that will help us with our hearts, but let's try it. And we'll also have the chance to listen to another campfire story. Ooh. I would hear your tale. A story of a knight of knives, or a tale of giants and lost souls. Ooh, let's do a knight of knives. Sounds like Germany 90. Oh, it's John Ingold himself. Ooh. It was a fine stronghold commanding rich and fertile lands, and he was bettered by wave after wave of Saxons for his troubles. But Carnaby was a fierce tactician and a strong leader, and his armies pushed back every wave. Ha, we could do with one of those. Watch your lip. Carnaby was not an easy man, I'm sure. Strength is not everything. What else is there? Cunning, caution. Let me tell you how Carnaby met his end. One night a young son of Saxon war chief entered the castle under a glamour, disguised as a knife seller. He charmed the court with his words and song, and graced each one with a blade before departing for the night. Never take a blade from a stranger. Indeed not. One by one, they say, those knives came alive, sliding from their sheaths, wriggling across the blankets of their masters, slicing open throat and vein. King Carnaby awoke the next day to find his wife dead, his children dead. Murdered as they slept. The Saxons are cowards. Just so. But Carnaby himself survived. He too had been gifted a dagger, but he woke to find it clenched in his fist, where he'd caught it fast even as he slept. He walked through his castle, empty of voices, the floors wet with blood, and threw open the gates. He didn't take revenge. Oh, he did. As the Saxon army entered, he wrestled that knife, still urgent for his throat, to do his bidding, and stabbed every Saxon warrior as he ran past. Then his strength failed him, and the blade turned on him at last. The castle was left with doors open and no one inside. A fine prize for someone? They say these blades, their hunger insatiable, burrowed down into bloodied earth to wait. Now they rise up and slit the throats of anyone who comes to stay in the castle. Do not surround yourself with weapons, Sir Gwyn, for like wolves they are always hungry. Every weapon hungers for another kill. Wait, where was this castle again? Oh, it's been lost. Go to sleep. Nice. Ah, well, at least one meal. Actually, I think that this was the campfire story that they gave as an example in the campfire story contest. So I had already seen it there, but it's a nice little horrifying tale, of course. A village, a tower, the wind-winding keep of Dryant. A lot of places that are on the road too. Ooh. Okay, where can I go? To a fortress, a coppice. A terrible haze hangs over the treetops. Something's happened there. There's smoke. This place seems safe. A powerful stronghold. I'm going to go to the powerful stronghold controlled by the quiet lady. Sounds like fun. I wouldn't mind getting a new ally, or failing that. So if I do this, morale increases. If I do this, morale doesn't increase. So I really think maybe it's like the leader has to take care of their troops first. I really wouldn't mind Sir Gwyn getting an ability, and or us finding some more allies. We're kind of a weak party at the moment. Ah, there is the quiet lady. It is Morgana. And I definitely hope that Morgana is going to join us. You're a worm is not a great way to start a conversation. So, I mean, I could kill her, right? But I want her to join me, so I'm going to go backwards. She's opening the door. Certain omens, you are going to Camlan. Camlan. I will ride with you. Behind you if you're stubborn. Okay. No, that's okay. You can ride with me. In fact, I insist on it. What do you care for Arthur? I care nothing for Arthur. But my nephew Mordred has gotten rather above himself. It's hard to believe Mordred didn't crawl out from under a stone, but he's my sister Morgause's curse upon this world. And every errant boy deserves a vicious aunt. Well, that is no doubt true. Sounds good to me. Pacify. Turn a nearby creature friendly. So, if I have, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I think it is maybe a bit of a criticism. So I don't think that the game always gives you enough information. For instance, this ability, turn a nearby creature friendly. That sounds good, but it doesn't tell you how nearby. It doesn't tell you. I've used this in previous games, so I know. It doesn't tell you that the nearby creature has to be an animal, and it doesn't tell you that the effect only lasts for 1 or 2 turns. And I think also that you can only turn one creature friendly. If you turn another creature friendly, the first becomes an enemy again, or maybe it just makes the spell last less long, something like that. I mean, I was royally screwed in a game where I tried to possess 2 spiders, and when I possessed the second, the first regained control of himself and just slaughtered my party. But hey, I know about it now. Where do we go? Circle of Blackstone, or a gentle song echoes down the valley, or a village. We might be able to buy some fruit from the villages. So a gentle song sounds pretty good. A village also sounds kind of good, where I might be able to get food. I don't know, I sort of hope that maybe this gentle song is the Lady of the Lake. Probably not, but we can hope. So that's why I'm going to go there. A few more days and we'll be there. I know, Morgana. It's already the 5th day. The driving rain does not stop falling. Ooh. A rough woman splashes in shallow water. She sings an old song. There are things in this world that watch over you, and they do not love you. Let's see. She is peaceful, won't attack people. The snake is probably not peaceful. I don't know. Possibly I need to kill the snake. Don't know whether that's the best way to do it. Let's go here first. I saw a woman lead an old weird man into the forest of Lamorak. 2 went in and only 1 returned. I think this is the clue to where we can find Merlin. Yeah. I've done that quest a couple of times already. I'm probably not going to pursue it now. And the waters begin to churn, and oh, well, that's nice. Like a lot of rats here. But oh no, 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 that's not what I want to do. I kind of just wanted to click the rat. Moves and attacks diagonally. That's bad, because if I go here, then that rat is going to attack me. Wow. Am I just like royally and totally screwed? Is there anything I can do? Yeah, I can move there. That's okay. If they can't kill me, then I can always get here to the end. So, great. I think probably the game made sure I wasn't screwed there. Would be a nasty trick to pull that off. Ooh, at least we gain 1 meal. So yeah, I could go there to find Merlin. I think I'd rather go to a village, maybe get some food. Ooh, Morgana is growing concerned. That's nice. I know it hurts. Wait, why can't I? Oh yeah, because I'm in linear stance. Wow, Morgana is a lot nicer than I thought. Oh. Lady Rhiannon is, you know. Oh. That's nice. Do we have a healer? No one special? Unless kindness is so unheard of in these terrible times. Okay. I don't think it's really like does Morgana trust anyone? I don't think that's very in character for her. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Uh-oh. Yeah, man, I just did some Morgana role-playing and that doesn't look good. Surely death is looming. Oh, man. This is terrible. I feel really bad. I feel bad about Lady Rhiannon. I hope she doesn't actually die. An old castle taken over by Mordred's man. So the problem with, you often get a bunch of Mordred's knights if you go to a Mordred's man location. And my characters, I mean, Lady Rhiannon is kind of good, but she only has 1 heart left, and the other 2 are kind of terrible. They don't have any ability they can use against those knights. I don't know, I'm probably going to avoid that, right? We don't feel strong as a party. We feel weak, we feel in trouble. We're not going to go to a castle where we know that Mordred's men are. That doesn't mean that we're not going to find anything terrible here. I hope it's not spiders. I hate the spiders in this game. Well, let's put Morgana on the board. Let's put Sir Gwynnon on the board. Oh, look. No less than 3, no fewer than 3 wolves, right? I hate these guys. So Morgana at least has an ability that sometimes allows us to deal with wolves. I'm not entirely sure whether if I go here I die. I don't know whether he can charge up the high ground. Let's check it out. Yeah, okay, I can't do that. And that also means that I can't do that, so I can't really move. I'm going to change my stance. Alright, let's bring in Lady Rhiannon. I mean, she is, after all, the only one of us who has a halfway decent special ability. Wolves. I think wolves have a kind of a special meaning in the Arthur stories, right? Okay, it's not an Arthur story, but at the end of King Lear, we have this really dark prophecy that England will be overrun by wolves. That definitely seems to be happening here. So we have a kind of nice... Ooh. Okay. So... I can he wants to sacrifice himself, right? I'm going to do it. Bum. So Gwyn falls to the mud. So that is terrible, but not ultra terrible. I'll have him pay. As long as I... Oh, that's not good. As long as I win the fight. As long as we win the fight, Sir Gwyn is going to come back to us. So that's nice. The fact that I can't move anywhere is less nice. Let's, let's pacify this wolf. He belongs to us now. But not for long. But for long enough to allow me to, kill this wolf, which probably believed that the other wolf was still his friend, in which case he would have been defended. Yeah, I can vault that obstacle if I want to. Why not? All I need to do is get to the end here, right? The wolf shakes itself as though freed. Ooh, oh no, that doesn't work. Going there probably doesn't work. Going here would turn a lot of squares red. That might be worth it. But if he goes there, there's very little I can do about it. I would have to retreat all the way over there. Okay, I mean, they're not scaring me, right? So let's just go here. Morgana. Oh, that was another. I mean, there are still a bunch of typos, I think. Here we had that I dived past the snapping jaws of the period. That didn't make any real sense. Yeah. I did. Nice. The wolf whines. I wonder what's going on. Going to change my stance and I'll be able to go to the final location, which the game also understands and tells me. Yeah, whatever. So, I don't know what happens if I kill this wolf. Will that help my morale, or is it better to just go to the end? I'm just going to go to the end. This is a win, right? The wolves scatter, and of course Sir Gwyn going to come back alive. And we were all very concerned for him. You saved me. Woo! No one is left behind. Should we rest here? Probably, why not? I'm going to skip the tail this time. Because I really want to, get on to Mordred without this episode being too long. It's already very long. Banks of the River Gwynedd. Grove of the Perilous. Well, we need to go to the north, so this is at least the right direction. A place where the road dips across the river. The forest spreads across a lonely hilltop. I don't know. Well, let's go to the river. We've just spent some time in a forest. Uh-oh. Morale decreases. That way it still decreases. Yeah, okay. I really need some morale. But of course I also need Lady Rhiannon to, not die at the first hit. Going to put it here. Going to see what happens. Maybe Lady Rhiannon is the kind of leader who sacrifices herself when necessary, and maybe even when not necessary. Ooh. A man paces the muddy banks nearby. Peaceful. Is your card stuck? You're a merchant? Baron the Long-Fingered. Ooh. I wonder whether we can actually buy this dagger. You must have some food on you. 3 days worth and the dagger is yours. We don't have that. We barely have no days worth. Okay. So I think Sir Gwyn, the chivalrous knight, has a choice. Possibly to kill this person. The curse upon it. You want to sell me a cursed dagger? Didn't you steal from a barrow? Yeah, I would love to buy it, but I don't have any food. To ration. I don't have anything. Let's see. I don't think this is working, right? I could bring in another character, trap him and kill him. But really, would Sir Gwyn do that? Of course not. No dagger for me. I think it might have given me a really cool new ability, maybe, which I still don't have, right? So Gwyn is still his kind of terrible self. Terrible not in the sense of evil. Terrible in the sense of having no special abilities. Also, we still have no food. If you play on a very easy difficulty level, you get a lot of food. Like, a lot of food. I'm not getting a lot of food now. The trio are untroubled. They ride with blazing confidence. Oh, that doesn't sound smart. You know. Oh, we should be on our guard. Yeah, because there are some evil people around, man. People like the rude rogue. Going to bring it. I mean, she only has one heart, but she is the only one who has a nice special ability, which might be useful here. I mean, Morgana has a nice special ability, but it only works against animals, right? So, not of much use to us. Well, bunch of rude rogues. Why don't you get out of our way? So I threatened his rogue. Ugh, another one. But of course, I mean, if I kill him, then this other guy is going to kill me. So that doesn't like really work. You know, that's true, right? Ooh, why is it not true? Why does it not say that I'm going to be killed? I don't know. Surely I'm going to be killed if I try this. Let's see what happens. Now he wants to sacrifice himself, kill another guy. And I say, Sir Gwyn, go for it. I don't know why this guy didn't kill me. I don't know why. Yeah, but look at what's going to happen now. Yeah. If I do this, I die, right? I don't die. I don't get it. Why don't I die? Why doesn't he kill me? I don't know, but I'm going to use the run-through ability, and then he definitely can't kill me. Ooh, I'm so afraid of you. You just... Ah, he races away. And Sir Gwyn gets up again. He's our hero. He has killed 2 rogues. Oh, come on, let something happen between you. No. Oh, every time I hope that maybe Sir Gwyn is going to get a special ability, and every time I'm disappointed with Sir Gwyn the eternally mediocre. Sir Gwyn the eternally mediocre. A village with some villagers who might be told to before trust. Hello, guys. Peaceful, peaceful, that's good. Let's do a diagonal move. arms are very nice. I'm the blacksmith. Yeah. Sharpen my sword, Brian. Oh, if only Sir Gwyn had been the one who... Do you have any food you can share? Ah, great. Thank you. Come on. I mean, it's the realm that's on the line. Also, I wonder, I mean, he has sharpened my blade. But what's the effect of that? Did it have an effect? Again, I'm going to skip the story to get to the end of this. It's getting late here, over here already. And this video is getting very, very long. What? I mean, did anything happen? Oh, at least I got another heart, right? Well, seems that there's only one way to go. Onward. Ah, okay, I got another heart, and then I lost a heart. Morale unchanged, and if I do this, it increases, right? Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. Even if that leaves my morale unchanged. I do want another heart for Lady Rhiannon. I'm going to kind of fond of her. Lined with tattered flags. Some display the house, yeah, most carry the black cross on the white square of Sir Mordred. That doesn't sound good. Ooh. Full satchels and fine leather. Really, are you going to try to attack me? Come on, let's bring in somebody who maybe can talk some sense into these people. Sir Mordred brings the dawn and he will set us free. La la la. I walk among you. I mean, don't you have eyes? Really? Really? Do I really have to fight 5 villagers? Come on, I don't want to kill you people. Yeah, I'm not going to sacrifice myself. Even if Lady Rhiannon wants me to sacrifice myself. Yeah, I can leave you in peace. Of course I can leave you in peace. Not good. I mean, yeah, I can kill him. But, you know... Ah, well, why not? I've sacrificed myself so often already. Sir Gwyn just, you know, this is what he enjoys. Sacrificing himself. This is what he knows best. I don't harry you. Okay. After all, I didn't have to fight them. But hey, Sir Gwyn got to sacrifice himself again. Mordred will pay for this. Yes! Yes! An ability! And not just any ability, but like attack in diagonal stance. That is an awesome move. That's awesome. That is exactly what I want. This has really made our party a lot better. So it seems like we're pretty much on a linear road now. Probably just a couple more locations before we actually reach Mordred. Ooh, Sir Gwyn is fidgeting, nervous in the saddle. Well, why? We're going to have a little moment of introspection, I think. I mean, good. Yeah, that sounded very believable. I have a secret. If you have a secret, you must share it. Yes, tell us, tell us, tell us. I want to know. I am not a knight. I was a kitchen servant. Wow. Then you are doubly brave, Sir Knight. That explains why he always goes down in every fight. Nice! Nice. Nice, really nice. Ooh. We even We are even sort of led. I haven't seen the path this linear very often before. Like, it's not the case that every game is going to end with such a linear string of locations. Definitely not. Evening of the seventh day. This is actually a particularly long game. I've often gotten to Mordred on day 5, I think day 7 maybe, but one way in and one way out. I wonder whether we are going to meet Guinevere here. Or maybe just some Knights of Sir Mordred, which is always a rather unfortunate possibility. Ah, yes, of course. Cock y Goth. That probably means fuck. It probably doesn't mean fuck, but... Come here, Sir Gwyn. Oh no, a spider. I hate spiders. They're really fast, they move diagonally, and this, at least this particular spider, because it can only move diagonally, can never reach the flag, and that's good. Because spiders reaching the flag and killing my entire party is basically what my life is like. A coward. During his many years of training. Really? Wait, I didn't have many years of training. I feel something's going wrong with the story engine here. Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you dead. I think we could use Morgana. You'll get yourself into trouble, like you always do. Yeah, I know. Oh man. It found him in his sleep and stabbed him through the heart. Nice! I've eaten spiders on occasion. The eggs have a nice... Okay, I find this hilarious. Oh god. This is so bad. And so much fun. Ooh, really, is that what we're doing? I was planning to go diagonal, then there, turn that square red and kill the wolf. You nasty little spider creature. I'm going to kill you. I can't kill the wolf, right? Because then the rat, this guy will kill me. Though I can, in turn, kill it. Let's kill the spider first. I mean, that's just a free kill. One by one by one. Absolutely. I don't like you very much, wolf. Where to go from here, right? If I go there, the wolf is just going to go back. That doesn't sound very useful. I can turn. But the thing is, this thing allows me to attack in diagonal stance. That's what's cool about my character, right? I'm going to pacify the wolf, why not? I really dislike rats. Now we threaten. Oh, a bear too. I mean, what is going on? I don't know. I could just kill that, couldn't I? Or I could kill it this way. Doesn't cost me any resolve. I know it was charmed, but you know, it wasn't going to stay charmed. Now Lady Rhiannon wants to sacrifice herself. I mean, these people really like sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to run you through. This is one of these cases where the game shows its own unpredictability. It's not really, in a sense, it's not really a tactical board game, right? You never know exactly what's going to happen. And I think for a certain type of player that is going to be frustrating. And I think a lot of players like me are going to have to get used to it. But frankly, I really enjoy it. Let's rest here for the night. Why not? Don't know what it does again. Guinevere is out there somewhere. I know it. Yeah, but you know what I want? Oh, yes, that's what I want. I want to get to Camlan. And that's where we're going to go right now. So, we are now off to our last 2 battles. Or maybe last 1 battle if we get killed if we get killed at Camlan. So first, it's about Arthur with some backup facing a couple of Knights of Mordred. And then, if you survive that, you're going to face off with Mordred himself. And here we have Arthur. I think this scene always starts the same way. So we are Arthur, we ask for Mordred, and then we're going to meet some Knights of Mordred. And after a couple of turns, our backups will arrive. Eat dirt. Yeah, nice. Strike diagonally without moving. Yeah, that's what I want. I was kind of hoping that a new knight would appear and I would be able to kill this one. Woo! Arthur. We have come. Well, not only is it possible, it is in fact the case. Jeb. So, a lot of knights. I have a run through. 3. I mean, I could really use some more. Some more resolve. And so I think I'm going to gather some resolve. Oh yeah, I don't know whether that was smart actually. But, oh, this is one more. Ha! Okay, so I guess I can, you know, kill this guy, and then this knight is going to attack me, and you are like, ooh, but that doesn't matter because, hey, oh, wait a second. No, well, I can run through, but then, you know, I'm just going to end up there and it's going to kill me anyway. I'm going to die, right? Whatever I do, one of these characters is going to have to sacrifice themselves. Oh, and this one can't sacrifice. Oh, Lady Rhiannon will have to sacrifice herself, or otherwise Arthur will die. Is there any way I can avoid this? Yeah, the answer is no. It would be a short-lived victory, wouldn't it? What is the other? What else can I hope for? Because if I do that, yeah, okay. So the terrible thing about Camlan is that any character who dies is dead permanently. You can't revive, not even if you win the battle. And this means that your sacrifices are suddenly, well, they're like this. That is terrible, and it was, in a sense, I think, you know, just a result of my own mistake. Oh no. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, but let's not get Arthur killed. You are going to die. You are going to die so much. So much. You don't have enough resolve to do this. That's right. No, because then... Oh no, wait, this guy is in diagonal mode. I can do it. You will die. Jeb. Let Sir Gwyn do it. Sir Gwyn is my hero. Sir Gwyn, the cook, or at least the kitchen servant, who... Oh no. So here you can choose who does it, your leader or Arthur. Sir Gwyn, the kitchen servant, who dressed up as a knight, who followed Lady Rhiannon until her death, who has sacrificed himself countless times. Of course he is going to do it. Then fight well, Sir Gwyn. So, 5th game, 5th time I meet Mordred. My first 4 games I won, and let's see. I hope to win again. But in this final fight, there are no warnings. Everything you do, you immediately do. And so one mistake means death. Are you the best they could do? Do you even know which way to hold up your sword? I can attack diagonally exactly once because I have one resolve. He has a diagonal run. Okay, well, I've seen worse. I could change. Yeah, the thing is, I mean, if I move here, he does that. And what am I going to do? Except die. So I probably, I mean, even though my special ability only works if I'm in diagonal stance, it probably does make sense to switch stances. Well, you can call me irrational and pointless all you want. I'm going to tear you open like a barrel of beer. Yes, wait, but how is he... Oh, he's in linear stance. I can't really see that, right? But if you if you first right click and then click on someone, you can see what they do. He is in linear stance. Well, what's he going to do? I'm going to hold. That sounds like it makes sense. Did he just flip? No. He makes a run for it. Ooh, blind rage. New ability, ready to fight. And in linear stance after a diagonal move. Yeah, really, what do I want? Yeah. I can hear the screams from the field below, don't worry. I can hear it just fine. Kneel, show your fealty to the king. I don't think so. Oh, that's nice. And now I've won. We have won. Fifth game, fifth win. Well, if this is a win, right? Any last words? I enjoyed every moment. Huh. This is your end. Killed by some miserable milkwet. I'm not even a knight, Sir Mordred. I'm just a kitchen servant. Haha. That's great. Here's the shouts of Morgana, undefeated, the only other person in our party left alive. But Sir Gwyn cannot give a cheer. Arthur is dead. So much has been lost. Camelot is over, our wonderful dream of a place where the truth could be spoken without fear, where the weak would find protection from the strong, carelessly destroyed by those who never troubled to understand it. Now we must suffer for their ignorance. AD 673. Killed by a simple knight. No, it was not a knight. It was not a knight. 673. A long cold dark will fall. Camelot is over, only the memory of honor remains. So, if you think that this is not a commentary on Britain in 2020, let me point out that 673 is 1/3 of 2020. I don't think that that number has been chosen arbitrarily. Here's the monk who brings us to the Lady of the Lake. Morgana joins us. I've eaten spiders on occasion. I'm happy that that has gone. And then, oh no. By Neptune's nuts, I will crush you. That was our story. A heroic victory after 8 days. Ooh, and it seems that, oh look, I can even see the highest difficulty level I have achieved with every hero. Heroic. I can even go all the way to devastating. Probably my next game should be on mythical. But if you continue, it's going to immediately take us to where I can choose a new game. As you can see, there are still some heroes I haven't unlocked. A broken man, a loyal brother. I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed it. I think Pendragon is pretty wonderful. I still don't really know what to think of it precisely. I still don't really know how to understand it. So one thing that I've been thinking about is, what is the story here, right? I mean, okay, yeah, we have just experienced the story, and if this is the first Pendragon that you've ever experienced, then this is the only story that you've experienced. But if you've played more Pendragon, like I have, then you have already seen some of these characters in different constellations, and that sort of resonates in the story that you're seeing right now. Right? Morgana might be this character whom I've met several times before, whom I have experienced certain stories with. And so rather than telling a single story, or telling a single story every time, which is kind of loose and separate, it's more like weaving a tapestry of possibility. And so playing Pendragon again and again is going to reveal more strands of that tapestry, is going to show us more of the ways in which it all hangs together. It's like exploring this space of possibilities, a coherent space of possibilities. In that respect, it's very different from something like, I don't know, something that you could also call procedurally generated story, something like AI Dungeon. You kind of tell a story in AI Dungeon if you are lucky enough that what the computer like types at you makes any sense at all. You kind of tell a story, but it doesn't have anything to do with any of the other stories you could be telling there. Pendragon, on the other hand, there are all these stories, but they, by design, they fit together in certain ways. I think they illuminate each other, they strengthen or change each other in very complex fashion. And I feel that you would have to play a lot of Pendragon to really get a grip. That's not the metaphor I'm looking for. You have to play a lot of Pendragon in order to really get a view of the tapestry that all these strands are weaving. And we have just seen one strand, and I thought it was enjoyable, but really this is just the beginning. This is a game I'll probably come back to a lot, and a game that we can keep thinking about and talking about, I think, quite a lot, if we are interested at all in emergent narrative, in procedural narrative, in marrying narrative to gameplay, and so on and so forth. It's a fascinating game, and I'm glad that it exists.